I are here to say congratulations.
Hi, Jack.
You are one of the 5 finalists for Marion County Teacher of the Year. You are a Golden Apple finalist. Seriously, the apple and everything.
Oh, it's heavy. The thing about English is that actually it's the most important life skill you can possibly have. All of the world is forever going to be made of your ability to communicate and articulate your ideas to the other people around you. And it's important not only for you to be able to verbalize what you're thinking and get ideas out of your own head and into somebody else's, but also for you to be able to understand other people's motivations. And books are a fabulous model of that. And they also have the added bonus of showing you bad examples that you don't have to make those mistakes yourself to learn from them. And so I think the English class is actually the most vital thing. There's no relationship you'll ever have that won't involve communicating effectively. And I think that that's what my class is most focused on. The purpose of this class is for them to see the world through many different lenses and many different viewpoints. I think that every single person on the planet benefits from that.
Vonnegut attempts to prove his point that just like good and evil, science and religion must exist equally in order for society to reach a common good.
Okay, so how about this? First of all, how about the quantity?
Oh,
right?
man, so good.
Really good. I picked English because it was really an excuse to teach any subject I want. Every book is surrounded by history and society and culture and thoughts that are imbuing the author with their point of view. And I think that it's really important to not just, we were just talking about Cat's Cradle in this class, the point of Cat's Cradle isn't just the fictionalized narrative, but it's also meant to be a commentary on the Cold War and on political philosophy that Vonnegut experienced during his time as a prisoner of war in World War II. So all of these events are connected, you know, and if the children don't follow the historical chronology leading up to that, it's going to be a problem.
It still shows them as opposing forces that may work together for a common good.
It implies a spectrum, but it doesn't acknowledge explicitly the spectrum. I like my podium to look very crisp and professional from the front, but the kids love to get up and do presentations, and I'm a very nervous public speaker myself, and so behind my podium I have a whole bunch of post-it notes that I've been collecting since I've had this podium, which is only a couple of years, so my collection is ever growing, but it's all notes that kids leave me, and they always want to add to the back of the podium, and they're things that I look down at, and whenever something's not going perfectly, which in teaching stuff doesn't go perfectly all the time, you want to look down and be able to see all the people who are telling you that you touched their life and that they love and care for you. I love it. It's like the voices from the past reminding me that everything is really worth it.
Good morning, everybody. Mr. Rhoden, what are you doing here? Hey. We've been looking for you.
Hello, Mr. Rhoden. Hello. I am so excited to be here this morning to let you know that you are a Golden Apple teacher.
My 10th grade year of high school, I was put into an agriculture class instead of chemistry. Now, I come from a family I have 5 brothers and sisters, and my parents, and every one of them are pretty much in the medical field. And so I thought for a long time that was what I was going to do. Well, when I was at the time, I thought it was a mistake that I was put into agriculture instead of chemistry, and I was really upset. I went to the guidance office and I begged them to move me out of agriculture. I did not want to be in that class, and at the time my perception was that agriculture was all for rednecks. My ag teacher came up to me, her name was Susan Steele, and she said, I just want you to try the class out for a month. I think you're gonna love it. I think you'll really enjoy this. And sure enough, she wasn't wrong. Like a month later, I fell in love with the class, and by the end of the year, I was like, this is what I want to do in my life. I want to teach the world about agriculture and the importance of agriculture. You know, I was told growing up, if you find a job you love, you'll never work another day in your life, and that's rung true for me every single day. Have y'all harvested the lettuce from these before? When you go take it out, you're gonna kind of like fold the lettuce together like that, and then you're just gonna slowly pull the root of it out. I try to stress it on that agriculture is not only about animal science or tractors or farming. They learn really quickly that farming is part of agriculture, but agriculture is not farming. In fact, less than 1% is farming. So in my classes, I see a lot of students that have developed with me over time, and they realize that it's not all about farming, that there's so much more to that. There's, being a botanist, a plant geneticist, an animal geneticist, a feed consultant. There's so many different jobs out there with agriculture. In fact, agriculture employs the largest employment sector in the United States, so it's a pretty big spectrum there. When you go to pull them out, The easiest thing to do is you want to grab them by the bulb, pull the stuff up, shake the sand off, and then you have your beets. And that's about the size of what they're supposed to be. So, and then from there, we'll just put them in the bucket and then we'll go wash them at the produce sink. The best part of my job is probably seeing the students develop the same passion that I have. You know, see them, you know, come into the program and eventually grow into the same passion I have. I have a student, her name's Taylor, that started in the class, and she wanted nothing at all to do with horticulture. And now it's like she's in year 3 of horticulture, and she can sit there and talk about anything you want to know about horticulture. And she actually has found enjoyment with horticulture and gardening and planting and hydroponics. And that's just one testament, but there's many, many other students who have been the same exact way. All right, good deal. Well then, we're gonna go and hopefully she finds the loppers and we can start pruning the crepe myrtle trees. When I wake up every morning, I don't feel that it's a obligation, like, oh my gosh, I have to get up and come to work. Like, I absolutely love coming to work. I love coming to work over, like, on Mondays past the weekend and looking at the plants that we put in the hydroponic system on Friday and see that they're already 3 inches bigger. I love, you know, walking to school and seeing landscape designs that we've made and knowing that, okay, this is what my students have done. Or even just seeing the things we built. We've built a big chicken pen last year where we housed our chickens, and everybody that has come and seen it has been like, oh, this is the Taj Mahal of chickens, you know, because it's really big. But the students enjoyed that, and it was a building project, and I enjoyed that. And so every day when I come here, it's like I don't feel like I'm coming to work. I feel like I'm coming to the place I love. I feel like it's the place that makes me feel this is where I belong. This is where I am meant to be. This is my purpose.
I just want to let everybody know about a wonderful opportunity here at Marion Technical Institution. On March 1st from 6 to 7:30, we will have our CTA Choice Informational Night. Parents and students can come to the school and get information on all of our academies and information on this integrated first responder course. It's a good opportunity to see if you'd like to come to MTI and explore a career.
It's a busy time in high school athletics. Forest is the district's only entrant in the state soccer playoffs, with the girls facing Flagler Palm Coast on the road tonight and the boys hosting Spruce Creek tomorrow night. In girls basketball, Forest and Vanguard square off tomorrow night in the District 4 semifinals, hosted by Gainesville, with the winner clinching a spot in the state playoffs. Bellevue's 17 wins is a school record, but only the winner of tomorrow's District 6 semifinal with North Marion will reach the state playoffs. Dunellen will host that game. Finally, Westport will play Wednesday night in their district semifinal. That's at East Ridge. Over on the boys' side, district tournaments begin next week. Monday afternoon, Westport faces Lake Mineola at Ocoee, and Dunellen hosts Bellevue that night. The winner of that game gets North Marion Tuesday in the District 6 semifinals, hosted by the Colts. Also Tuesday, Lake Weir visits Forest, with the winner facing Gainesville Wednesday night in one semifinal, while Vanguard faces Columbia in the other. That district tournament is hosted by GHS. As those sports are winding down, 3 others are gearing up. In softball, Westport is hosting Vanguard, Lake Weir, and North Marion tonight and Thursday for a preseason classic, while Dunellen will host Forest, Bellevue, and the Villages on Saturday. Also on Saturday, all 7 district high schools travel to the Villages for the opening track meet of the year. And next week, it's baseball's turn. Vanguard hosts Westport, Lake Weir, and Bellevue in doubleheaders on Tuesday and Thursday, while Dunellen, North Marion, and the Villages will play at Forest Monday through Thursday, 1 game per night.